The Senate in Nigeria has passed the long-awaited 2018-2020 Medium-Term Expenditure Framework (MTEF) and the Fiscal Strategic Paper (FSP). The upper chamber in the MTEF document passed raised the oil benchmark for the 2018 budget from the $45 per barrel as proposed by the federal government to $47, while daily production was put at 2.3 million barrels per day, while exchange rate pegged at 3.05 to $1. The Senate took the decision after consideration and adoption of the report of its Joint Committee on Finance, Appropriation and National Planning, Economic Affairs on the 2018 to 2020 Medium-Term Expenditure Framework and Fiscal Strategic Paper. The lawmaker also approved 5.279 trillion naira for the non-oil revenue in 2018, while 1.6 trillion naira for new borrowing in 2018.
The adoption of $47 per barrel as benchmark price for 2018 budget. Those in favor of this amendment say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer recommendation 3. Joint Committee recommends the adoption of 305 naira to $1 as proposed for 2018 budget. Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer recommendation 4. The Joint Committee recommends the adoption of the projected 5.279 trillion for non-oil revenue in 2018. Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Recommendation 5. Joint Committee recommends the adoption of 1.699 trillion for new borrowing for 2018. Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. And we do hope that those relevant revenue generating agencies, particularly in the area of independent revenue, will ensure that they meet their targets that they have set for 2018, and also in the area of those in the NNPC and Ministry of Petroleum and in the oil and gas sector, to also ensure that the benchmark production that we have set of 2.8 million barrels should be met, and they should work. They keep on telling us that they can do it. We have given them another opportunity for them to meet it this year to ensure that this is done, and we continue to work hard to ensure that we achieve this.
In a related development, the Senate passed for the second reading the 2018 budget, which was presented to the Joint Section of the National Assembly by the President Muhammadu Buhari, which was referred to the Appropriation Committee and other subcommittees. The upper chamber, which started debate on the budget earlier last week, passed the budget. Senate President Bukola Saraki, who presided over the plenary, referred the budget to the Senate Committee on Appropriation and Subcommittee for further engagement with various MDAs to report back in 2 weeks' time. Saraki charged the legislators to objectively review the planned expenditures and review the revenue in line with the main objective of the budget.
A bill for an act to authorize the issue from the Consolidated Revenue Fund of the Federation the total sum of 8,612,236,953,214 naira only, of which 458,458,654,074 naira only is for statutory transfers, while the sum of 2,427,665,113,222 naira is for contribution to the Development Fund for Capital Expenditure for the year ending on the 31st day of December 2018, second reading. This bill is referred to the Committee on Appropriation and to report back by Tuesday, 19th December 2017. We know that the timetable is very, very tight, as we will be suspending plenary for us to be able to start the defense of this budget, with committee chairmen and members should please ensure that you keep to the timetable. We do ensure that the clause is relevant to the provisions of, and makes it mandatory for the executive to come to us for any expenditure in light of funds in excess of the budget of the benchmark gap price and production.
Saraki assured that not even a single minute will be wasted on the side of the National Assembly in the course of getting the budget approved. The upper chamber of the National Assembly has also adjourned plenary to December 19, 2017 to allow standing committees to hold budget defense session for federal ministry, department and agency. Muyiwa Bamdele reporting from Abuja. The Nigerian Senate has mandated its ad hoc committee on security to investigate the alleged human rights abuses and extrajudicial killing by the Special Anti-Robbery Squad (SARS) of the Nigerian police and make useful recommendations. This is as a result of a motion moved by Senator Issa Misau from Bauchi Central, who cited Order 42 and 52 and speak on the recent happening with the SARS and the public, which he said called for urgent intervention. He also says there have been a lot of complaints about extrajudicial killing and brutality by SARS.
Mr. President, I have in the last few months received several petitions from my constituencies, both online and physically, against the Special Anti-Robbery Squad (SARS). The complaint varies from extrajudicial killings, brutality, torture, wanton arrest for bribes, and other menacing conduct by the men of the unit. So I want to call on this chamber to mandate the Committee on Security to investigate this issue of human rights abuses by SARS and make relevant recommendations.
In his ruling on the point of order, President of the Senate, Bukola Saraki, stated that the Senate has already set up an ad hoc committee to look at the security infrastructure in the country, adding that it is appropriate for the same committee to look into the matter as an additional mandate.
The security infrastructure in the country, and I think it's appropriate that we send it to them for them to consider it. And I think I also heard that the IG himself too is reviewing the structure. I think it's clear that something wrong is going on and it needs urgent attention. So I thank Senator Issa Misau for bringing it to our attention, and I hope the Committee on Security will take action to quickly find a solution to this problem, because it is happening in all our constituents and we must be seen to be responsive to some of these needs.
He advised the Committee on the Security to take action to quickly find a solution to the problems. From Abuja, Muyiwa Bamdele reporting.
Nigerian youth have been advised to think on how they can impact positively in the development of the country rather than traveling abroad seeking for greener pasture. There are strong indications that the number of Nigerians immigrating to other countries in search of greener pasture may have increased significantly following the economic downturn in the country. Though the advice is coming at a time when most Nigerians trying to migrate to Europe through Libya are being sold as modern slave trades, which have resulted to death of many. Speaking to newsmen at a book presentation in Abuja titled Maeze Returning from America, the author, Dr. Gabriel Onyekuru, advised the youth to learn how to live with their circumstances.
The idea is to bring this book to the public, let them see what I've been doing in the past 2 years, and take that home. We want to encourage everybody. We want to encourage the young people who are also coming from backgrounds like the author or the character in the book, Maeze. There is quite a lot they can learn from the book. The idea of living here, trying to live for other countries may not be the best, There are a lot of things, tragic things that are happening. We should be aware before we leave. I think it's a wake-up call. We should learn to live with our circumstances. We will overcome.
Imo State Governor Rogers Okorocha, represented by the State Liaison Officer in Abuja, Dr. Edward Ihejirika, while commending the author for putting down his experiences in a book, said it will encourage the youth seeking to live a life outside the country to think home.
As demonstrated by the publishing of a book, Maeze, returning from America, I think there's no better way of capturing the contributions of great men like Dr. Gabriel other than putting those things that they have experienced and come across in the course of their journey in life in the form of a book to encourage others to be able to learn from some of the experiences. I'm not saying Maeze is Dr. Gabriel, but his concepts and his perspective of how he has packaged the entire dream of a young man who is growing up and trying to reach out for the skies, I think is what is presented in this book. And I think it will be something that the entire youth of this country will benefit from in order to shape their minds and shape their future accurately.
In Abuja, LM Chukwemeka reports.
Lovely place, right?
Yes.
What's wrong? You don't look happy.
Take a look around. Why can't my hotel be like this?
I knew something was wrong, but I've got solution.
Solution? What?
Nanet.
Nanet?
Nanet offers you design solutions, building plans and construction, furnishing and equipping, financing, management, audit services, and many more services for a better hospitality business. Nanet, service with a smile.
Nigerian scientists have been called to show interest and deploy their expertise in the study of Atlantic Ocean. Minister of Science and Technology Dr. Ogbonnaya, who made the call at the opening ceremony of the first Nigerian-Portuguese Scientific Conference in Abuja, stressed the urgent need to intensify the study of the Atlantic Ocean because of its enormous resources that could be of benefit to the economy. He added that Nigeria's participation as the founding member of the Atlantic International Research Center was a remarkable development. Dr. also noted that the collaboration with Portugal was unique, which according to him will foster proper management of both countries' resources for peace and prosperity of the world.
The Central Bank of Nigeria says the country's external reserves have risen to $38.2 billion, the highest in 39 months. This follows the success of the $3 billion Euro bond issued by the federal government last month, coupled with higher oil prices and production. The Apex Bank Governor Godwin Emefiele said this during the commissioning of a €10 million fully automated blue band margarine factory by Unilever PLC in Agbara, Ogun State. He said with the rate of creation, the reserves are expected to meet the central bank's projection of $40 billion by the end of 2017. The CBN governor commended the management of Unilever for heeding his call for manufacturers to look inwards to grow the economy, saying the establishment of the factory was a fallout of the central bank's policy that restricted 41 items from accessing foreign exchange from the interbank market.